out there this morning, and of course, so we're going to try and catch up with him and find out exactly what the latest development is. Good morning to you, Nickolaus, and thanks very much for joining us this morning right here on Sunrise. Earlier on, we spoke to Joseph Matunja that most of the workers actually they have been brought out of the mine. Just give us the latest of what's happening there this morning. Hello, Nickolaus.
Well, yes, good morning to you. I can confirm that all 1,000 miners have been brought to the surface. We're going to hear from one of the representatives of the National Union of Mine Workers, Kulatesi. Sir, you confirmed to us earlier that everybody has been brought to the surface. Any injuries, any person that was hurt during that 32-hour ordeal?
To be honest with you, all the people that are out from underground, there are no injuries. They are just fatigue, as people have spent a lot of hours underground and there were no water and there was no food. Although at the later stage we managed to take down some food, but it was not enough for the people for underground. So as far as the injuries are concerned, nobody is being injured. It's only the fatigue.
So Sibanye Stillwater said that they were constantly providing water and food to the trapped miners. Was that not 100% honest?
I can confirm to you that I arrived on this mine this afternoon, yesterday afternoon, and there was no water that was transported to underground, to people underground. That one I'm definitely sure of.
And as far as I understand, it's a company policy not to take food underground in order to combat the culture of zama-zamas. They're worried that mine workers might sell that food onto illegal miners underground.
That is correct.
Where to from here? When do you think operations will restart again? I spoke to one of the trap miners earlier on this morning, Lawrence Sitole. He believes that all things being equal, work could recommence this afternoon.
Look, I agree that the issue of not taking food underground is a serious concern from the organized labor. I think this has been an opening eye to all of us, management and organized labor, that is a risky situation. Because just imagine if a person is going to spend more than 8 hours underground, about what will happen about those with sugar diabetes and other sicknesses.
All right, I'm going to stop you just right there. Let's try and get this bus that's coming out. Some of the miners that have been rescued, brought up from underground. It's now about the 5th bus that we've seen come to surface. Bottom line, maybe final word from you, Mr. Tyson. Do you believe that Sibanye Stillwater, the Department of Mineral Resources, everybody played their part to bring the miners to the surface, or do you think that some questions need to be answered as to everybody living up to their responsibility?
Look, overall, I think everybody have played his part. Yes, of course, there can be questions to be answered here and there, but I think everybody played his part in general.
All right, thank you very much. Speaking to one of the representatives of the National Union of Mine Workers, joyed that the some 955 miners that were trapped for 32 hours underground have now been brought to the surface, but still answers needed on why it took so long, and perhaps also whether or not all government departments, the mine itself, and unions played their role adequately to try and bring these miners to the surface. Just to recap, inclement weather. There was no accident underground, no rock fall, but inclement weather on Wednesday evening knocked out the power lines to this mine, and it was a case of no electricity preventing miners being brought up to the surface, as no power could be diverted towards the infrastructure and equipment that brought trolleys to the surface. Sunrise.
Well.